Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And a technician brought this phone, and the problem was the phone goes dead. So I repaired the phone, and the phone is powering on right now, but it has another problem. So let's say this phone has two problems, two in one problems, right? After the phone came back to life and I connect, the DC power supply or the battery, whatever, I noticed that the phone is switching on, but the backlight is not working. All right. So I wanted to see how I was able to solve this backlight issue in a different way. All right. In a different way. Most technician thinks is only jumper that can repair backlight, or changing coil, or changing diode alone, or changing light IC. No, that is the only problem. But I'm here to announce to you that this particular device is having a very different problem. All right. So I'm going to be walking you through how I was able to repair this device. If you're interested in our online training or physical training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen, and we are going to help you become a better technician. Physical training is also available, very, very available. We have equipment, to train you and make you become better technicians. So we do train beginners as well, and we do train people who are already in the field, and we do train people who are professionals but needs to upgrade in a particular aspect or the other. So I'm going to begin my troubleshooting right away. All right, the first thing to do, if you are if you want to troubleshoot this kind of problem, is to go to the specific area, the section where the PCB, where the phone is having a problem. And I'm going to be going through the light section. I'm going to be taking short readings around there to see if there is any problem on any particular component there. All right, if you don't know what the light section is, please join our online training or come for physical training. You can come for physical training from every part of the world. All right, you can come from Senegal, you can come from Ghana, wherever your country is, you can come. We have accommodation available for you. All right, so don't be scared. Come and upgrade yourself and go back and shine. All right, taking readings on the anode side is giving 0.581, and also on the on the cathode, which is negative, also gives 0.583 right there on the multimeter. But I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm going to move straight away to the screen right now so that you'll be able to see what I'm reading. And something is wrong with those reading. All right, let's go to the screen right away. If you're interested in our online training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen. And also, if you're interested in our physical training, DM us on the numbers on the screen as well. We have students that have come, from Ghana, travel all the way from other countries, to join the training. So you can also do that. Okay. Now let's go. Reading the cathode. Look at that reading. Type in the comment section, is that reading okay or it's not? All right, let's go straight to the light IC and check the cathode line, and it's giving us 0.5 voltage drop right there, and the resistor as well, 0.586 voltage drop, 0.5 voltage drop in the next one. The third one is 0.584 right there, and these are bad readings. If you want to know what it's supposed to read, join our online training, and we're going to explain to you, all right, the readings you should get on that particular line. So it is very important that you pay close attention at readings. Now, taking the value of the resistor, the resistance of the resistor is giving us 26k. 26k, bro, that's too high. That's too high. The second resistor as well, 26k, going to 27k resistor, 27 kilo ohms resistor, and you can see right there. So that is a red flag. All right, so if you want to know, some people will be like, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? I know because I study. All right, this is what I do. All right, so if you also want to know, you need to go out of your comfort zone and get knowledge so that you can be better at this job. Guys, if you have not hit the like button yet, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos like this. All right, so if you are still confused on what I'm still doing right away, all you need to do is just DM me on the numbers on the screen and let's discuss, and you're going to be able to join our online training or physical training. That is where you can ask questions and we are going to be able to guide you and give you answers. All right, our online training is very, very effective for everyone that is interested. Either you are professional or you are intermediate technician, right? So the online training is very, very important. So I'm going to be taking the resistors from a donor board, and these are 3 resistors, as you can see right there. So I'm going to be taking the all 3 resistors and replace all of them. Why? Because those resistors, the previous resistors were blown up, number one, and they were not given the desired resistance value. All right, so if you don't understand all this grammar I'm talking about, all right, so just DM us and join our online training or physical training, and you're going to get the explanations to all these things and all these components and all these lines we are working on right on the screen. All right, so resistors play a very vital role in the light section, but many people ignore the fact that the resistor is one of the important component in light section. If you ask some people, name component on light section, they will tell you coil, they will tell you diode, capacitor, light IC. That's all they know. They don't know that we have resistors, we have coils on that section as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not hit the like button yet, make sure you hit the like button. And I'm done replacing the resistors right there. All right, guys, like I said, if you want to know more about these things, join our online training or physical training. Now let me take another reading of the resistor. All right, and it's giving me a good reading right now. I'm not going to show it on the screen. If you want to know, please join our online training or come for physical training. All right, that's where we have the time to train you. All right, I'm going to read this line again, and it's giving me a good reading right on my multimeter. You can say, why are you not showing the multimeter on the screen? All right, join our online training. Okay, it's not everything that we're going to reveal right here, but come on, just take a bold step to join. Now, with replacing those resistors, and I've come to realize that right there you can see Infinix, but there is still no light. All right, because the job took a long time in my shop, I have to take it home to finish. So yes, I have tools at home that I work, that I have tools at home that I use to work on customers' phones. Some phones that I could not finish at work, I'll bring them home and finish them up. So this is one of the phones I brought home to finish. Right now, the problem was detected and sorted out. All right, and also I realized that the diode was also having issue. The diode next to that coil was also burnt as well, so it was replaced. Then just to fulfill all righteousness, the coil was also replaced. All right, even before the start of this part of the video. So guys, the light is back right on the screen, and that is it. So if you want to learn how to troubleshoot this step by step and know better, join our online training. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video. Peace.